back to the channel, and today I'm back on with the Focus ST. In the last episode you've seen us get rid of all the rubbish out of the thing.
That whole bin was empty a minute ago. Now it's like literally halfway up nearly, or quarter of the way up, and I've still yet to hoover out the rest of the crap. It is disgusting, yeah? The seats are
which was absolutely piled up. It's absolutely disgusting. It's still not nice inside there, but it's better than what it was, so it'd do for now. It still stinks of fags and stuff like that in there, but I've got a funny feeling I'm going to nick the interior out the other one and swap it all over and stuff, but that's for future. Today it's time to start assessing more of the damage and stuff and see what damage is behind the bumper, front and rear, and go from there. All I've done so far is just literally just wazzed it up on some little quick ramp things, just so I can get under it a little bit easier and make it a little bit easier for me. So I'm going to get the camera set up and let's get this front bumper off and see what damage we've got behind there. Right, so first things first, I went and got myself some bags and stuff, and so I can bag all my nuts and bolts up as I go. Grille came out, then headlights, yeah. If anybody's played around with Ford headlights before, they're a pain in the ass to get the flipping connections out of them. They're just absolute pain in the ass. Someone had already been there before and made an absolute right mess of it, but I got them out in the end. And then it was just a case of working out undoing the bumper, which I think from memory was on this one someone had changed them and messed around. Some of the bolts were okay, some of them weren't, but I got them all out with 10mm bolts with really long extensions, I say. Well, that just took some bloody effort, that's for certain. The bumper where they put the, someone's been here before, as we can see by bits of them. I'll go investigate that. So thinks it's a real thing. That's a bit. I've had to cut one of those off because for love nor money it would not come undone. And all I was doing was bending the wing, which I got to tap all back up and dress back up. But someone had been here before because there's one bolt missing out of that side, and one bolt that was wrong, and that side had one bolt missing out of it altogether. So someone's definitely been in here before. But to be honest with you guys, I think we've got very lightly. Chassis leg absolutely, completely and utterly straight. Not a single mark in it anywhere. I've had a good shifty around it and the rest of it. Not a bit. The end of the crash reinforcement bar, they've got a little tiny bit on the corner, as you can see. It's just grazed it. So that's neither here or there, because all it does is bolt on there. So that's a really easy swap over and stuff. But intercooler's still intact, rads are intact, all the bracketry and everything underneath all as it should be and stuff. So yeah, I just found some more green pipes, lucky me. But yeah, it's looking like I've got off quite well with this one. Aircon rad is alright, even it's got a little bit of a bow in it, but that's an old bow by the looks of it. Yeah, can't see anything on that side, which is where the damage was on the bumper. And this side, it's been rubbed through a little bit there. Right, that all looks straight. So I need to address the edge of the wing up there a bit. But we look to be okay at the moment. Okay, so my headlight washer jet don't work on that side. Headlight washer's all nasty. Ah, that's the point. That's what I'm missing. Headlight washer's missing altogether. Hence nothing for it and stuff. So yeah, okay. Hopefully I've still got them on that one. If I haven't, I'll just have to buy some. But yeah, chassis leg on this side looks all straight. Crash can, etc. looks alright. But the bumper itself, someone has been here before and drift stitched it, joined it, all the rest of it. So it's been smashed already once, all over the place. All cable ties holding it together there. So this bumper's been mudded more than once. But yeah, it's lovely. That bumper is fit for the bin. Oh yeah, so it just bends in half like that. So yeah, fit for the bin, that one. So luckily, headlights, both of them, got all the tabs in place and stuff. The grille, someone has painted this top edge, which I might rub down, or I might just nick the one out the other one. We'll see what we do with them. But yeah, that's that done. So I suppose now I know the front's like straight enough. So I just need to whip off the back bumper so we can check behind the back of there, see if we need to do any bodywork behind the back of that and stuff, and go from there. But I think at the moment that's actually quite lucky, because at the moment all I need is to get a bumper off there. Admittedly, the bumper that's on that one does need painting and stuff. So whatever happens, it's got to be painted. But I've got all the bits in that one, all the grills, the fog lights, the rest of it. Don't know if we've got washer jets behind there. Probably not. Oh yeah, they're in there. See some brackets and clips and stuff. But they actually are in there. Alright, fall down again. So that'll be tripped to forward. They're toe and eye cover, which I haven't got. But yeah, so I think that's actually not too bad, to be honest with you. So I'm going to get onto the back, I think. And yeah, fingers crossed and all that. The back's the same as the front. Right, so first things first, it's already on axle stands, already put it up there. So take both rear wheels off so I can gain access to the wheel arch liner and the rest of the bumper bolts. Okay, so I've undone the two Torx bits both sides so I can gain access inside there, which I think was a 13mm nut inside both sides, which holds the plastic trim on. Once you get them off, the back had two little plastic clips holding it on. Right, well that's the bumper off and stuff, and once again I'm pleasantly surprised. No damage in the bumper there, which is that area there, all pushed in and stuff up there, which I'm not really too bothered about. But in the back, yeah, pretty good, no damage. Once again, it's got a big stainless exhaust in it. I ain't got a clue what brand it is, but yeah, it's not too bad. Whether it stays a different matter. Oh yes, the only bit of damage we got is a dent in the middle of the rebar, which I would probably just take off and knock out, to be honest with you. But on the end, it's just very, very slightly bent round. But other than that, that is 100% straight. That's turned out pretty flaming good, to be honest with you. So now I know that it's pretty straight. I don't really have to do an awful lot to it to do the accident repair work. I don't just pinch the bits off the other one and bolt it on. I could have this done in seconds, quite literally. I could go straight to that one over there, unbolt the parts, bolt them back on again. And it would be literally back up, running the rest of it. But, is that me? No. As I said, I could have it done, literally, I could have this back on the road tomorrow. Just bolt the bits back on, put a couple of tyres on it, and off it goes. But that ain't me, and we all know that ain't me. I like to make things better than what I can. And as I've got to complete my car, which I'm going to break anyway, so if anybody wants any parts, just hit me up, and I'll sort you out a good price on the parts. But, means I'm going to actually build that thing properly, and quite happily to build it as well. The colour I'm going to go for it is, yeah, I had a thought about it last night, and the colour I'm going to go is probably something you're not going to guess, but for now, I'm not saying a word on what colour it is. You can quite happily have a million guesses as much as you want if you want, and see what colours you all come up with, but I'm not letting you know at the moment, that's for certain. There's plans I want to go with this thing, and I don't know if I can or not. I've got to do some workings out of stuff, so I don't really want to let you guys know how much further I'm going to go with, in a way, modifying it, until I've worked out in my head exactly how I want to do it and stuff, because there's plans for this, that and everything else. But yeah, we're getting to that. As I've worked it all out, it'll all become apparent and stuff. But under the bonnet of the other one over there, I've got a few my engine goodies and stuff like that to go on it, as well as I want to rip some of it apart and redo some of it and things like that. But yeah, I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised, to be honest with you. It's not as bad as I was expecting. And yeah, as you probably noticed in it, I have managed to get the boot open, climb through, flip the catch and the rest of it, and it opens now. It opens and shuts without any problems at all. Inside we found pitch back, but I found the original, the toolkit and everything in there, which lucky enough had the locking wheel nut key in it, which saved me an almighty great pile of work that did. So that makes me happier anyway. But yeah, I think I'm just going to carry on taking stuff apart for now. Get this thing stripped down, bagged up, and all the rest of it, and get it ready for doing some paintwork and stuff on it, I think. A few dents and stuff I need to remove, and a couple of little bits of rust, as I just found one little bit there and things like that. And I took off them ghastly, horrible flipping handle covers, and it's so much nicer without them on there. So they're done and stuff. So yeah, I'm getting quite happy with how this one's coming along. So let's carry on stripping this down a bit and seeing how good or bad the bodywork actually is under it all. Alright, so here we go again, more bags that are ready. I've got pen ready to go with them, the rest of it. So first thing first, get the bloody wheels out of the way, which I always put underneath just to be on the safe side. So no, try and work out what I need to do to get the sills off. Well, sills, as in side skirts off and stuff, which, as you probably noticed that, was about 1 or 2 clips and they fell off because they were bodged on like mad. Now it's a case of undoing a boot spoiler, which was some 10mm nuts and a couple of clips. Couple of wires in the middle, and off that one come as well. It's just as plain and simple as that. That's after we took the guard off the inside. As you can see, once again, more bagging up. I don't like to lose any of my nuts and bolts, the rest of it. That's hence why I bag everything up as much as I can. Everything I take off, I bag up. It's just so much easier that way than a few months down the line wondering what you've remembered and what you haven't remembered, the rest of it. And then it was just a case of on to the next thing, which at the moment for me was mirrors and things like that. But she's gradually coming apart. As you've just seen a load of that time lapse, I didn't want to put too much more on that, so I've only put a few bits in and bobs and stuff like that. We all know we don't like too much time lapse, it gets a bit boring after a while. But yeah, lights are off, boot spoilers off, badges off, bits and bobs like that. Side skirts are off, and I didn't find no more rust along this side. So I look behind there. Yeah, that side's good. When I took the mirror off and stuff, the cover on the side. And we get around to this side, and yeah, typical Ford, rusty. So hopefully the door on the other one will be alright, and I can pinch that off of it, because I don't really want to put that on if I'm doing a load of work to it. But yeah, once again, all this lot's off. There's a bit of damage on the bottom of the sill down there, so if you go pick it up or not. Just where they've purely been jacking on it and stuff. But we'll give that a pull and we'll get that out. Let's get the handles going and stuff like there. But other than that, it's not looking too bad. I've got one of the wing badges is kind of snapped in half, so that's going to need replacing. But we've got all the rest of the stuff off. All my screws and everything are all being bagged up with writing on what each one of them is and stuff. So we're getting there. But unfortunately, guys, for this episode, I've kind of run out of time getting what I've got done so far. So yeah, I'm going to end up leaving this one here, and I think, hopefully, fingers crossed, you all realise that this project's cracking along pretty quickly, and it ain't going to be one that's hanging around too much. So it's getting there. I want to get this thing painted as quick as I can. Stuff like that. I've also got bits and bobs other bits to do while I'm doing this one. So yeah, but I think, considering this one's only been here a few days, I'm not doing too bad on it so far. So hopefully, guys, you're enjoying it and stuff, and yeah, any comments about it, stick them down and let us know what you think. But until then, I'm going to disappear. Hope you're all staying safe, and we'll see you soon.